Good afternoon, students. Welcome back once again to the mathematics class. So, in this lecture, we are going to study some more specific problems based on arithmetic progressions. And these problems are usually asked in competitive exams also. So, as consult to competitive exam also, these examples are important when you study sequence and series. It is both useful for your syllabus as concerned with your exams of first PUC, and when you face any competitive exams, there also you can get use of these concepts, right? So the first example of this lecture series is this example 1. Which term of the AP which term of the AP 4, 9, 14 dash 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 is 114 question mark, right? So the question is which term of the AP, a sequence has been given 4, 9, 14 dash dash dash. They are asking 114 is which term here. So for that, write on the given solution part. Given we have 4, 9, 14 dash 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 comma 114. Here value of A is what? How do we know? The initial first number term. It is A equals to 4 here, right? And the D is, this is the common difference is 5 here, right? So 14 minus 9 is 5, 9 minus 4 is also 5, right? So and L, nth term, L equals to 114, right? So we have value of L equals to A plus of n minus 1 into D, right? So now substitute the values. We have L equals to 114, value of A is 4 plus n minus 1 into value of D is 5. So 114, which is equals to 4 plus 5n minus of 5. So 114 5n minus 1. So finally what we get, take 1 to the LHS, or it becomes 5n equals to 115, n equals to 115 upon 5. Therefore finally value of n is n equals to 23. So the 23rd term of a given AP is, therefore the 23rd term of the given AP is 1140, right? Got it? Next example, the second example. Example 2. The sum of n elements of AP 25, 22, 19, 16 dash dash is 116. Find the number of elements find the number of elements and last element. Solution. And on the given AP, 25 plus 22 plus 19 plus 16, so on, which is equals to 116. Sum of n elements they are saying, so we are adding here. Sum of n elements of AP is 25 plus 22 plus 19 plus 16 plus so on up to, which is equals to 116. Find the number of elements they are asking and the last element also. So here value of A is, here A equals to 25. Value of D, that is common difference between two terms, is minus 3, right? Which is minus 3. And Sn equals to 116, right? 116 nth. Then we have the formula Sn, which is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d, right? So now Sn, which is equals to, substitute the values, 116, value of n upon 2 as it is, 2 into a is 25, 25 into 2 is 50, plus of n minus 1 d is minus 3, right? So if we calculate this term, or you can take this 2 to the LHS, then what we get here, which implies 232, that is 116 into 2 is 232, n into 50, if you multiply minus 3 to this and minus 1, we get minus 3n plus of 3, right? Minus minus plus, plus into minus minus, n3 is a 3n, again plus into minus, minus minus plus, 3 ones are 3, right? So which is equals to 232, just multiply n inside the bracket, what we get, 50n minus 3n square plus 3n. So after calculating, what we get here, 50n plus 3n is 232, which is equals to 53n minus 3n square, again, which implies, now it is in the form of quadratic equation, right? We have to rearrange this in the form of quadratic equation. Then what we get here, 3n square minus 53n plus of 232, which is equals to 0, right? So after simplifying, already you know how to solve a quadratic equation. Again, there are two methods. One is factorization, one is root formula method. You can apply either of any one method and solve this quadratic equation. Then we get, I'm writing here directly, which is equals to n minus 8, 3n minus 29, which is equals to 0, right? So value of n is 8, or value of n is 29 by 3, right? So here n equals to 29 by 3 is not a valid number. So then we go for n equals to, it is nothing but our required element. So in the next step, it is our nth term, right? N equals to 8, n value. So the last term we have to find again here. So the last element, L equals to a plus of n minus 1 into d, which is equals to, value of a is 25. Now we know value of n is 8 minus 1, value of d is minus 3, which is equals to 25 minus is 8 minus 1 is 7, plus into minus minus 7 3s are 21, right? 21 inches. Therefore value of L is 4. So we have got our required value of n and the last term also. N value is 8 and the last term value is 4. Hence it is the solution of our given equation. So the next example is example 3. Third example, find the sum of all odd integers between 100 and 200, right? It's a competitive like example, right? Find the sum of all odd integers between 100 to 200. Let's say its solution. Simply if we count sum of all odd integers, it will take more time. If you know the formula, simply we can substitute the values, then you will get the answer of the given question, right? Let's see the solution part. The solution, the odd integers between, let's see, the odd integers between 100 and 200 are given by 101, 102, sorry, 103 it is, odd means 105, 107, dash dash dash, 197, 199, right? So this is an AP with A equals to 101, D equals to 2, and value of L is 199, right? So we have L equals to A plus of n minus 1 into D. So substitute value of L is 199, A value is 101, n minus 1 of D value is 2. So 199, which is equals to 101 plus 2n minus 2. So 100 equals to what we get here, 2n. Therefore finally n equals to 50. Value of n is 50, right? So the required sum, which is equals to n upon 2 A plus of L. So yes, 50. N value is here 50, right? So yes, 50, which is equals to 50 by 2, that is 1 plus 199. So yes, 50, which is equals to 50 upon 2, which is nothing but 25, 101 and 199 is 300, right? So multiply this, you'll get n value, that is yes, 50, which is equals to how much? 300 into 25 is 25 3 is 75, 00 as it is, therefore 7500. So the sum of All odd integers between 100 and 200 is 7500, right? Next we will see one more example. This example 4. Find the sum of all integers. Find sum of all integers between 50 and 450 which are divisible by 6, which are divisible by 6. So here the question is, we have to find all the sum of integers between 50 to 450. They are not odd or even, all the sums, all the integers from 50 to 450 and which are divisible by 6 only. So it's a very interesting question and important also. So let's see solution. So the integers between 50 and 450, 50 and 450 and divisible by 6 are given by 54, 60, 66, 72, that is multiple of 6 only, right? So on up to 444, right? 444. In between values they are saying, it means we cannot take 50 and 450, right? So 54 to 444. So this is an AP. This is an AP with A equals to 54, D equals to 6 and L equals to 444. Then we have L equals to A plus of N minus 1 into D. So substitute the value of A, L, D, which is equals to 444. Value of L is, value of A is 54 plus of N minus 1 D is 6 here, right? So 444, which is equals to 54 plus 6N minus 6. So which is equals to 444, which is equals to 54 plus 6N minus of 6. So now 444 and 54 minus 6 is 48. If you take 48 to the sorry, simply if you calculate this, 444, 6 and 54 minus 6 is plus of 48. So again 48 take to the LHS, it becomes 6n equals to 396, right? So finally, so n equals to what we get here, 396 upon 6, which is equals to n equals to 66, right? So value of n is here 66. So the required sum, which is equals to n upon 2 A plus L So now substitute the values. Value of n equals to 66 upon 2. Value of a is here 54 plus of 444. So it is 33 into 23976. If you 54 plus 444, right? It is 33 equals to a plus of L is the right. So just substitute 33. 2 ones are 2 3 3s are. That is 444 plus 54. What we get? Let's see. The value which is equals to 448549. It is 498, right? The value is 498. Now multiply this term with 33 into 498. 33 into 498, right? So which is equals to 16434. 16434, right?